Go with Seth not informed of CM Punk return. That was also reported this week that he found out an hour or in the midst of the show going on, and he didn't have enough time to, realize they didn't
Process.
come, process whatever, and then that's what led to obviously the lash out. And he said he felt disrespected. He felt disrespected by them not telling him. And I think Becky makes a great point in the comment she made that I saw from the book. Um, that it's a feeling. It's just human nature that you're gonna feel disrespected, but it wasn't meant to be disrespectful. It absolutely wasn't. And maybe in another era, maybe, but like that's Triple H's guy. That's his face of the company. So for me, it was just dollar and cents, and then you speak afterwards and bury the hatchet, get all the frustration out, and then move on. And from what I've been reading as well, they're getting along pretty well backstage. They're pretty
Mm,
professional. Like
mhm.
that's just how business works. There are people that I work with that I'm not really too fond of, or people I have to deal with at work that I'm just not too fond of. But you got to do it anyways. You have it in your life, and the peeps in the comments have it in their lives. It's just that that's how it is. But at the end of the day, a job's got to get done, and you got to let bygones be bygones and put it aside.
And sometimes in wrestling, people who don't like each other actually put on really good
It's
matches.
better. It's
Yeah,
way better.
sometimes, not all the time.
Not all
Because
the
because sometimes they can sandbag you or something. Like they're gonna try and make you look bad.
time. Perry
Um,
Saturn.
huh?
Perry Saturn when he just beat
Oh,
the dude up for no
yeah.
or something. Perry Saturn just beats his ass for 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure that they recognize like fans want to see, a match between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. So they have to get along in some degree because they want to be able to put on the best match that they possibly can whenever that does end up happening. But it seems similar to the situation that Seth and Cody had, where we were very aware that they weren't fond of each other. But look at them now. I mean, I'm not saying they're besties, but they've come a long way over
Captain
the.
America and Iron Man didn't get
Yeah.
along all that well. So
So the thing that when we were talking before we started streaming, the thing that I find I don't know, the most intriguing about this entire thing about Seth not knowing is the brilliance of his decision to react the way that he did, because I'm sure some of it was rooted in actually how he was feeling. He was feeling disrespected, he was frustrated, felt like, maybe not just because he wasn't told of Punk coming back, but they just put on this match, they just won, blah blah blah, like now this is overshadowing that.
mhm.
And I feel like he used that frustration on top of not liking Punk and lashed out. And it was something that went viral, and then they were able to build off of that. Like I think it was a
Yeah.
business decision for him, and it looked legitimate, and I'm like, no, I think part of it is because it was built off of
Oh, 100%.
legitimate
Yes.
feelings. So I applaud him for that, because I think uh had it been somebody else, like we might not have gotten that from
We
them,
wouldn't have. No, we
and
absolutely wouldn't
so
have.
he knew what he was doing. So
1,000%
kudos to Seth Rollins.
knew what he was doing.